One thing I've always tried to do is be involved in our community, and at Jacob Tyler we also try to encourage our staff to find something they're passionate about and to give back, and I try to do that personally. I try to instill that in my kids, and my wife, as a family, we get involved. And locally, we have a lot of nonprofit clients that we work with, and we really try to give back in that regard.
When I founded Jacob Tyler, I built it on a promise of building a great culture. And the people that we've hired have been a tremendous asset to that concept and building a great family internally. My stepfather died of lung cancer, and I never knew what hospice was. I had no idea it even existed. I didn't understand the concept of it. And this was about 8 years ago. And when he died, my mother went into a craze, obviously. And I ended up having her move in with me to really take care of her. Now, she's in good shape, in good spirits and decent health. She's 80. And I start to wonder what's going to happen when she hits 90.
4 or 5 days leading up to his passing, my sister and I were then taking turns staying up with him all night while he attempted to sleep. By this time the cancer had spread pretty aggressively, and he was having delusions and he was drifting in and out of sleep. So we had to keep an eye on him throughout the night. By about the third or fourth day of this, my sister and I were exhausted. We were all pretty tired. And that's when our hospice representative came and stayed with us. And that night, she stayed with us. That was the first night I think any of us got a really good night's sleep, and we all could think about all the good memories of our grandpa. And the next morning, yeah, he'd passed away the next morning. But I remember that the one thing that I expected was comfort from my grandfather with hospice being there. But what I didn't expect, and what we did end up getting was comfort from her. Just her insights and that kind of, it led us to understand that that's exactly what my grandpa would have wanted. He wanted us to be more comforted than he was at that time, and she understood that too in a way, and that's exactly what she provided. She comforted us more than we expected, and just as much as she comforted him. This was comfort for the living.
And even though we only were able to have San Diego Hospice out with our family for the last 2 weeks of my dad's life, those 2 weeks and having hospice there were really meaningful. He became somewhat depressed towards the end, but he always had a certain spark for life, and they were really able to help him relax, and every once in a while we would see that right up until the end.
We decided to ask the team, what do you guys think about hospice? What do you know about this? And we really thought that people were going to be as ignorant as I was about hospice and not understand or know what it was 8 years ago. And we were completely surprised to find the emotional reaction we got around hospice and what that meant to them and how it had touched their lives in the past.
Together.
Together. Together. Together.
Together.
Together.
Together we can transform.
We can transform.
We can transform.
We can transform. We can transform.
We can transform lives.
Together we can transform lives.